Oh. Big as the what? Oh. This is a reflection of the 2 days of eating though. Yeah. Yes.
Today is Monday and it's officially peak week. That means no more artificial sweeteners. So no more pre-workouts. So we're gonna stop at Starbucks.
I have a nitro cold brew please, black. I have a, what is the sweet cream? Correct. One regular black and one sweet cream.
Thanks so much. Canada has like Tim Hortons is kind of like Canadian Starbucks, I guess. Tim Hortons is like the.
But Starbucks is big in Canada too, right?
Starbucks is international, yeah, it's big in Canada too, but Tim Hortons is Canada's,
like,
that's their, like, Timmy's is like Canada's coffee company that like everyone goes to Timmy's. Honestly, their coffee sucks, like. You
think so?
I'm sorry, Tim Hortons. It tastes like water. It doesn't.
The best coffee is McDonald's.
McDonald's has good coffee. Their iced coffee is really good. They used to have like $1 iced coffees in the summer. I used to always get those. Fire. Starbucks is my favorite.
The best coffee is a Cuban coffee, and you can either get it in Cuba, or in Miami, Dali.
That's all I need. Hey, look, here's the Rosen Center.
The Rosen Center.
We're actually checking into the Rosen Center tomorrow. That's where all the athletes are staying. It has been so convenient that like we both really don't want to leave, but everything is going to be at the Rosen Center, and I just want to be settled in there tomorrow. 6th year. Crazy.
6 years, yep. 6 years.
6 years. Peak week, Monday. So just to fill you guys in, because our last video was on Friday when we were doing a high carb day. Our usual high carb day that we always do on, I wonder if I could set this somewhere. It's heavy on my hands. Give me like a tricep pump. Camera is the Sony A7C, and I have a Sigma 2470 lens on it, so it's heavy. Like the camera itself is heavy and the lens is heavy as well. I'm gonna have this, which comes super in handy, and I just pop out the SD card from the camera, put it in here, plug it into my phone, and then I can just export everything straight off the SD card, import it onto my phone right away. Back to our peak week plan, carb up, all that stuff. So yeah, Friday we did our usual carb up, 200 grams of carbs, just to see how my body responded. Keeping in mind that, I don't know if I told you guys or not, no, I don't think we did. So I was supposed to get my period on this coming Friday, the day before the show, which always happens, it never fails. Last year's Olympia I had my period. Last year's Arnold I had my period. Like every single Arnold and Olympia I've done, I always get my period the day
which means she has
before or the day of the
healthy,
show.
Good hormone health. Which
is true. I mean, I can't be mad that I have a regular cycle and that I don't lose my period. I'm grateful for that. It's definitely not optimal. As a female, you don't really, if you know, you know, like, I don't really want to step on stage in front of millions of people in a bikini when I'm on my period, because I just don't feel good. You have cramps, you're bloated, all that kind of stuff. You can really do about it. That's life. Sometimes it happens. So anyways, Thursday I was kind of feeling like crampy and like a little bit just like holding some water and stuff. And then Friday morning I woke up and I got my period. And I was like, what the heck? It's like a whole week early, but I'm not mad about that. So my period is basically done now. So any water from that should be flushed out by today. And we should be good to go to have a smooth peak week, because it's hard sometimes when hormonal water and hormonal scale fluctuations can mask kind of flatness versus fullness, to try and see like, are you flat, are you holding water, or is it just hormonal? Because then all of a sudden it just flushes and drops, and then you can flatten out really quick. We won't have to worry about that, which is nice. We did our high carb day. I actually dropped half a pound from the first high carb day that we did on Friday, and I just felt and looked so much better with the carbs. So Saturday we decided to do another carb up day, just because I had dropped weight and I looked significantly tighter.
And it's based on a look, guys, okay? You have to look and see really there's no set protocol. Like we have to go by what looks best on her physique, and we knew that we needed just another day of carving up a little bit.
Did another high carb day. I dropped, I think, like what, 0.2 or 0.3 of a pound or something. And then we were debating doing another one yesterday, but we decided to just keep it low so we can deplete into kind of empty out a little bit this week, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then we might start to add some more carbs back in Wednesday, but for sure Thursday, Friday will be a pretty heavy carb load just to make sure that we are full enough. The prep update from us today.
No gatekeeping.
That's Mark's favorite word now.
I don't like to talk about these type of things, but
the whole point of this is to share it with people, though, so people can understand, and that's the whole reason why we do these videos, is to share information and like share my experiences with you guys. So no gatekeeping over here. Peak week manipulations. Water stays the exact same. Sodium stays the exact same. Yes, one sec. And food-wise, I don't change the food sources that I'm eating. I'm eating the exact same thing that I was eating last week, just having my one carb meal pre-workout, which is my beef and rice. And then we kind of just take it day by day and see how my body responds. Carb up foods is rice cakes, dates, and then I have some butter tarts that I can't wait to eat. Hopefully. Okay, what's your experience you wanted to share?
I'll share after.
Now he's gonna gatekeep. What is it?
What?
What's the experience you wanted to share?
This is all fun.
Have fun. Actually, yeah, one thing that I will say though is I think peak week for some people, and honestly the entire prep, people just get so in their head and focused on the outcome and the end goal, and I understand because I do that sometimes too. And I think once you...
Well, you have a husband who's also a psychiatrist, right? So I calm you down and let you know.
Yes, but I think once you realize that in this sport, at least the sport of bodybuilding, it is a subjective sport. You have to be aware of that. You have to know that going into it when you compete in it. The only thing that you can truly control is the effort that you put in and what you bring to the stage, and your attitude / outlook / perspective on how you define success and how you define a win. So those two things are the main things to kind of focus on, whether you're a first-time competitor or whether you're a seasoned vet competitor, just because sometimes it's easy to get focused in the outcome, wanting to win and all this stuff, but we have literally zero control over the fact if we win or not. You can bring your all-time best package and not win. You could do everything 110% and not win, and it just depends on so many other factors that are out of your control. So I always say focus on what you can control, let go of the rest. Every single day, put in 100% effort. If you know you put in that effort, then when you get there, that you've done everything you could effort-wise. And then when it comes to attitude, perspective, and how you define success and winning, Mark is going to say win every day, and that's how you win in life, which I do agree. And I think the biggest thing is just, if you're happy with the physique that you bring to the stage, that right there is a win. Yeah. If you make improvements from, your prior showing on stage, that right there is a win. Yeah. And, for me, already having an Olympia title, for me, my goal is simply, of course, I want to win another Olympia title. Why else would I be doing this instead of being on stage? But, ultimately, my goal is to bring a physique that I'm proud of and that I feel like represents what bikini looks like to me. Yeah. To each one of us, that's going to look a little bit different. This year's goal is to bring a shapely, bubbly, hourglass physique. Any
criteria is very clear. Mm-hmm. The vice president of the IFBB Pro League and the NPC, Tyler Mannion, has put out very informative videos on NPCnewsonline.com and on Instagram, telling everyone what they're looking for. And that is exactly what we did this year. And Jennifer said, she's proud of the physique that she brought this year. She was also proud of the physique that she brought last year. It was just a little bit too lean, a little bit too hard, but we showed that she can be lean, conditioned, and now back to the strengths of that round, shapely 3D from every angle on the stage. And again, winning, I want to touch on that winning thing, is that something that I had to teach myself, because when I was competing, it was just all about winning, okay? And winning doesn't come from just having the first place trophy on stage. It comes from getting the job done every day, checking off all the boxes, working your ass off every day. So when you look in the mirror at nighttime, today, you can say to yourself, today I won. and an accumulation of wins every day till that day of the show, you have to feel like a winner. And that's what I've taught myself. That's what Jennifer practices every day. And that's what we tell our clients as well. Winning is not just on stage, winning is in life, each and every day.
True that. Yeah, but also, I'm going to say one thing. In bodybuilding, you are going to lose way more times than you are going to win in this sport. And it's just one of those things that you have to learn to be okay with losing. And a lot of the times you need to take those losses to make you into a better athlete, a better person, a better champion. So it's being able to handle those losses like a champion, take it, brush it off your shoulder, come back even better, and just focus on improvements. So this year I'm excited to showcase a different physique, and it's always just fine-tuning and finding like what that perfect physique looks like, because every year that's going to be a different look too as the division evolves. But I feel like I've been able to make some significant improvements to just like muscle density, muscle maturity. That's what we were talking about, especially in my upper body, my upper glutes too this year. But I think just like my shoulders just look so round and full, and my upper body just looks a lot more
tighter waist, more shape and roundness to the muscle, more maturity.
And a lot of the maturity just I think comes with age too. I mean, I just turned 27, so I'm still
young.
I'm still a baby in the sport, you know. This is my 6th Olympia, so every year training, it's going to be able to add on a little bit more muscle maturity and just a little bit more muscle that sticks.
The look this year is just crazy. So
one thing I want to touch on, a lot of you guys have been saying to me on Instagram, on YouTube, ask me about my waist, saying your core looks so tight this year, your waist looks so much smaller, what have you done, can you share your secrets? I don't know if I feel like my waist is tighter or smaller this year, but you guys are all telling me that, so hopefully it is, and I'll take that compliment, so thank you. Biggest things is digestion. Like, you guys see my gut health protocol every single morning. What I do: apple cider vinegar, lemon juice,
organic,
probiotic, and glutamine.
The foods that work well for your digestion and sticking to it.
Yeah, I mean, the foods that I eat are the same. You guys know this. It's like ground chicken breast,
jasmine rice,
grass-fed ground beef, shredded lettuce, cocominos. Like, my foods are pretty much the same. In the off season, obviously, there's a little bit more room for flexibility and like eating out and fun foods, and I do enjoy myself,
which is also very important. But during the week, we eat our MegaFit meals, and you have all those options right there. It's so convenient and so
Side note,
tasty.
I'm so looking forward to, I already ordered it, and it's going to be at the hotel waiting for me. The MegaFit PB&J is calling my name post-show. I cannot wait. You guys don't understand. It's the most basic thing ever, but theirs has like jalapeno and banana and the jam and the peanut butter, and it's like, that's all I want. I ordered one to come.
Listen,
to my
it sounds basic, but Billy's mom, the owner of MegaFit Meals, she's been in the food business for over 30 plus years, and this woman knows how to make the tastiest foods that have the healthiest macros. It's crazy. It tastes so good, and they're sticklers on taste, and they're just the best.
Yeah, so I cannot wait to eat that. So yeah, in regards to the waist thing, gut health protocol every morning that I've been following. Slim Tum, I wear my Aero 2 waist trainer. You guys see me wearing that all the time. I wear that most of the days that I'm training, just because I feel like it really helps me with core control. If I feel bloated, honestly, I'll even just put it on, and I feel like that helps. But it also helps to disengage my core from a lot of exercises when I don't want my core kicking in, which might seem like counterintuitive to some people. Like, wouldn't you want your core to kick in for stronger abs? But no, I don't want to. I actually want to atrophy my core muscles so that they're smaller and it's thinner muscles. And the only ab exercises that I do is body weight exercises. I don't want my core kicking in when I'm doing like a heavier deadlift or a squat or anything with my obliques. So,
or dumbbell rowers.
Yeah, like anything bent over. So having the waist trainer, that helps a lot, especially during training, just to keep your core tight. Breathing, like learning how to breathe properly. Body work, I've been getting body work done every single week. Every single Wednesday, I've seen Karen Fixed by KG for body work, and I get her to work on my stomach as well. And she always does like a flush on my abdomen and kind of just works through the kinks. So waist trainer, gut health protocol, food and digestion, and training my core in a specific way to keep it nice and tight. But other than that, I honestly haven't done anything really different this year than last year. So I think it's more so just that my upper body looks a lot fuller and rounder. So in comparison, my waist looks smaller maybe. I don't know.
You're doing a lot of shoulder presses on that Viking press, that Dragon's Lair, so that's why.
Yeah, shoulders are twice a week.
Compound
my
movements.
shoulders, I'm happy, are nice and round and full, so we shall see. But on that note, we're going to finish this. We're going to head into the gym.
Peace out.
Catch you guys on the rerun. So we are at Iron Religion, and we ran into a good friend of ours.
Hey, what's up, YouTube family?
And I was going to work out by myself because my husband's going to ditch me today.
Now I'm gonna
I was just kidding, I was just making him feel bad. So I was like, let me use my headphones, and of course the one day I go to use them, they're dead. And I found a charger cable, but then we needed an outlet to plug it into, and our good friend Matt just had this laying around in his
Pull this thing out of my bag. Who the hell carries that in their bag? This guy does.
We're gonna do our last glute and hamstring workout, last like leg. I'll do a little bit of a glute pump probably on like Wednesday or something, but today's gonna be the last leg type workout just to help reduce inflammation as we taper cardio down the rest of this week too. Today my cardio is still staying the same, AM, PM. Tomorrow we'll start to taper it down. So yeah, today nothing heavy. We're not going to do too much of like curling movements or anything like that. A lot more stretching movements, hitting the tie-ins and hitting the glutes just to keep it nice and full, but nothing to cause soreness or inflammation this week.
Hey guys.
Seated abductions. We're gonna add these just to get that extra range of motion, and I also am adding for extra tension the band, just because I feel like I get a really good pump going when I have the band on here. Supersetting it with banded side steps, and then a banded lunge walking back and forth, kind of like a monster walk. And that is the first tricep that we're doing. Just to get a good pump in our upper outer glutes. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Hold that, contract. Good. Contract. Hold, contract. Sit into it. Yeah, sit into it. Take your time. That's it.
Next one we're gonna do is deadlift style, just to get a stretch in the tie-ins. We're not going heavy because obviously we don't want inflammation. I'm not gonna go too deep either. And the goal here is just to stimulate that tie-in area. Again, not heavy. Don't want to be sore after today's workout. We don't want any inflammation this week. And we're not gonna do any type of quads or hamstring curling, leg extensions, anything like that to pump out in them. Just some stretching and glutes.
Heel up. Just go up, yeah, upward.